Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633. We're back with another Star Wars review. This time we're going to take a look at the 3 3/4 inch basic figure in the Rogue One toy line for the Imperial Deathtrooper Specialist. Now, while the box doesn't say Specialist, that is the version of the Trooper that's inside this release, so that's cool to actually see this particular version of the Trooper actually make it to the 3 3/4 inch form. I actually prefer this design over the standard version of the Deathtroopers. This has got a lot more sculpt going on, and it's got a really cool armor in the design in general. Now, this actually is the final new release of this particular wave, since the only other figure released in this wave is a repack of Leia, which I already have, but it's still nice to see a lot of new characters actually make it into the wave, especially since this is potentially the second to last wave, since the next wave will only contain apparently 4 new figures, and it's unknown if the line's going to continue after this one and the next one. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the box. The box has a good look at the Imperial Deathtrooper there. It does say just regular Imperial Deathtrooper, and it has the bio as normal in the back there. Now, what's one thing I do not like about both versions of the Imperial Deathtrooper is, unlike the 6-inch version, unfortunately it does not include the standardized smaller pistol. It no longer even has the loop to actually hold on to it, so I guess that's okay. It doesn't have it since obviously they do not include the actual blasters, but it'd be nice to see it actually included with the set. It does include this really cool looking blaster, although it's kind of standard in this line since a lot of the troopers in this particular movie have these style kind of blasters. But that's pretty much it for that. Anyways, articulation, the head is on a ball joint, although the armor does kind of hinder it slightly, not by a whole lot, but it does kind of bump into it when you try moving it. It does have shoulder joints, but once again, this is where it kind of hurts the most due to the actual pieces. It is made of a softer material, so you can kind of force it, but you might tear this over time if you're not careful. The other side's not as bad since it's not restricted over that little piece there, and it does maintain the standard hips as normal in this line. As a comparison, here it is next to the standard Imperial Deathtrooper, so it's cool to see that both versions did make it into the line before the actual figures pretty much get phased out for Episode 8. And that covers my review for the 3 3/4 inch basic release for the Deathtrooper Specialist. Now, this is actually a pretty cool release, and I think they did a fantastic job in their overall sculpt and design. Obviously, it's another one of those Trooper releases that really can do better with a lot of articulation, but in terms of actual looks on a shelf, especially in display with other Troopers, I think they did a pretty decent job for what they got for the release here. I highly recommend picking this up if you happen to find it in stores. This covers the last of the waves that we got for the current wave for the 3 3/4 inch line, and hopefully for the next wave, which apparently contains Galen Erso and a few other characters, will have a better distribution than what I've seen with this release. I actually, as I mentioned earlier, I had to get these all from BBTS, and just kind of unfortunate I've yet to see any of these figures on the shelves since the earlier waves are kind of clogging them all over the place. So, your best bet is to probably just get it at BBTS, Entertainment Earth, or a few other places that I think are currently available, but I don't know at the top of my head at this time. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hero Club and Hirotaku. Also check me on Twitter under Darkon633, and don't forget to check down the other channels down below. Please check the little bell at the bottom of the screen in order to see my content go up as soon as possible. I'm back with more Star Wars reviews and more, but for now, I'll be seeing you later, YouTube. Bye.